I can remember when I was younger, it was a very gloomy day, and I found myself alone. And I can also remember feeling alone a lot those days. You know, my parents were always busy with work, and I couldn't find any friends to play with me near my house. And I was just bored. And as a way to fix my boredom, I had the bright idea to draw. I remember loving to draw, but I probably didn't do it as much as I should have. So I picked up some paper and a red marker and sat down on the floor. But the second I sat down and was in front of those bright blank pages, my imagination just turned right off. I couldn't think of anything to do. So I hatched another plan. I thought to myself, maybe I could draw on the walls. And almost immediately I knew exactly what I was going to do. Once more, I picked up that red marker and drew a door right on the white walls. You know, looking back at it now, that probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I did it anyways. And as soon as I had filled in that door completely, it opened wide, welcoming me to a place I had never seen before. It was simply beautiful. I walked through the door, and there was this lake right in front of me. It was green and blue and blooming and beautiful. But then there was running water, and I was stuck. I didn't know how to get out of the water. So I used my handy red marker and drew a boat to sail across the water. And I visited a couple more places and had to get out of some other sticky situations. There's one situation that really just changed my life, and it involved an evil emperor or a king. And I remember it was pretty dangerous, but I remember having to become super brave, and it was something that I wasn't used to from being so lonely. And, you know, I would love to share with you what happened next, but if you want to know, you will have to take a look at the adventure-filled book, Journey. No, the story that I was just talking about is not my own, but it is author Becker's. One thing that is incredibly special about Journey is the fact that there are no words. And you heard that right, this story is wordless. I know when I first discovered this style of writing, I did not think it would work. I mean, how could there be a book with just illustrations and no text? Then I read it and understood. There's a famous saying that goes around that a picture is worth 1,000 words. You do not always need text or a written storyline to get the message across to your readers. And Becker is teaching every single one of his readers to be creative, brave, adventurous, and independent without saying a single word. And if you are still having a hard time understanding what this may look like, I know I struggled with this. I would love to show you a few pages. So as you can see, the front and back cover look just like a regular story would. This one's hardcover. It's got the slip to protect the pages. And then on the back, there's some quotes from other people who have read the book and enjoyed it. And then there's also a typical title page with some more illustrations. I know sometimes title pages can be the same as the front cover, but this one's a different illustration. And where it gets really unique is page 1. As you can see, there are no words except for the dedication, which is right here. But other than that, there are no words, and this is where the story begins. So the illustrations take up the entirety of both pages. And with that being said, there are still aspects of the story that you can pick up on. So I'd like you to take a little look at this for a couple seconds and see what you notice. I know when I first read the story, I noticed that that seems to take place in a busy city. You know, there are people playing, some kids playing in the streets, and it seems like there's adults working in their apartment-style buildings, and there seems to be some more buildings in the background. It's very city. Then there's also a little girl sitting right at the steps leading up to one of those homes. And she looks lonely. She seems sad. She's got, looks like friends her age playing, and she's all alone. And she seems to be the only one like that. Everyone else seems to be doing something. And there are clues just like that that help the readers understand what is happening in the book. A modern picture book such as Journey is great for students who are not the biggest fans of reading but still have a bright imagination. This story is also the first of 3 in its series, so if you're looking to find some more adventure after reading Journey, Becker offers other creative fun in Quest and Return.